This is a brief introductory tour of EditWriter version 5. After you've installed EditWriter and get the program running, this is what you will be greeted with, just a big empty form. The menus will tell you what's available at every step of what you're doing, and as you see, there's not an awful lot you can do here other than look at help, which we'll get to in a moment, or create a new meta file or open a meta file. Well, for this we want to open a meta file, but we got to help you get one. Fortunately, the NACER website is going to be publishing EditWriter version 5 capable versions of all of the NACER meta files starting in January 2017. So you may have bookmarked the download page at NACER, but in case you have not, all right, well, we're already here. Let's go back to this. You can always look for it through NACER, Metafile, Download. And if your browser's like mine, it'll probably bring you to that, which will bring you back to here, and that's where we want to be. The metafile that will be converted is not yet posted as of when I'm recording this, but by the time you see this video, it will be, and you'll find it in this section. And as subsequent NACER metafiles are published, they will be published for the duration of 2017 in both EditWriter 4 and EditWriter 5 versions. All right, so having downloaded it, what you will get is this zip file, NACER v16c SMF for edits 5.0. You can open it with your favorite archive opener, including Windows Explorer, which will show you the meta file with extension SMF and a tags script, which we will talk about in a different video, but it's useful for those metafile authors who have custom metafiles that they will want to convert to version 5 format. All right, so we're going to open. EditWriter will default the folder to the folder where you installed EditWriter. But these dialogues always have what is called a recently used list. And as you see, these are all the metafiles I have been opening and playing with for some time here. And the one that I have opened most recently is up on the top of the list. That's the one I want again. So you can always find what you've been working on without having to navigate around your desktop to locate it. Just drop down your recently used list and select the one you want. You don't have to log into the metafile, and we're not going to. So just go ahead and press OK, and it'll let you know you can do things in here. You can see everything, and you can create things, but unless an object is affiliated with agency code none, you can't do anything to it. All right, now you'll see that the menu has been changed. We have more menu options, and this one's talking about agencies. These are all the reporting options. And the View menu lets you know that you can change the pages using shortcut keys. You can either tab around to find them, or if you use Control plus the number on the tab, for instance Control 3, it will take you to that page. At this point, let's press the F1 key. This has taken us to the Edit Sets list page, which happens to be what we have showing here. If I change to Fields and press F1 again, it'll take me to the Fields list page. Throughout EditWriter, when a form is open and you press F1, the help page will do its best to align on the page that has the information that you need to know. But there are other pages that are going to be important to you, and they are not directly connected to any individual form. Let's begin at the top. Please take the time to read through these few opening pages just to kind of get a sense of what's going on in here. This one's important because if you do have a problem or if you need to get more information, write us. Here's the email address. Sort of an overview of how a metafile is constructed, a little something about logging into metafiles and passwords. But do please read the Getting Started chapter. It's not all that long, and it has information that will give you a good idea where to go from here. For those of you who are going to convert a metafile, this is where you're going to find the step-by-step instructions. Tell you exactly how to do it and what's going to happen while you're doing it. Okay, let's go back to here. So we've moved around the pages a little bit. It's also worthwhile to take a look in the Navigator overall chapter. There are lead-in pages before you get to these individual list pages. But it tells you what it's going to do, what you can expect while you are working in a metafile, what features do each of these pages have in common, and one that we're going to talk about right now is sorting and incremental searching. Okay, let's say we are on the edits list and I have run an edit report where I've gotten some errors on some cases. This particular edit came up with an error and I'd like to kind of refresh my memory about what's going on with it. So the report is telling me what is the name of the edit, and I can find it in here. I've sorted by edit name. I can just start typing RX date hormone. And as you see, what I was typing is being echoed up here. And it brought me to the first close match you could find for that edit name. You also notice it's not case sensitive. But the actual edit I'm looking for is all the way down here. And I didn't want to have to type all of that, commas and spaces. Okay. A feature that has been added for EditWriter 5 for many uses, but this is one of them, is the edit tag. The edit tag will be reported by GenEdits Plus, the report that is generated for running edits out of EditWriter, and we hope every vendor software will follow our instructions and always identify an edit by its name, its tag, and the agency that is responsible for it. When you have the tag, you can then look it up easily by changing the sort order to edit tag and just type it, N1427, echoed up here, and this is exactly the edit that I'm looking for. Much easier, and I have come to rely upon this for looking for everything. Okay, sorry for that delay. We are pretty much able to move around in these grids as you might expect. Page up takes you up a page at a time, down a page at a time. You always change sort order by touching the column name at the top of the grid. If you sort by agency code, the actual sort order will be agency, and then within it, in alphabetical order, the edit name. This happens on all of these grids. You change the sort order, and then you can incremental search according to the currently selected order. Okay, so the last thing I just want to mention, when you're getting accustomed to working with EditWriter, whether you are an old hand or this is all brand new to you, take a moment to read through the tutorials. They give you a lot of good tips and an idea of how to kind of customize your metafile for your needs. They're pretty quick, they're easy to follow, do step by step, and you can learn a lot. So thank you, and please check out our other videos.